We're gonna continue working on this awesome Compaq Proliant DL580. This is an insane machine. We're gonna upgrade two things today. That's the memory and the network card. And for the memory I have some different options, and I have like a final option that I want to have in this machine. And this machine is just insane with 4 Xeon CPUs and SCSI and everything you want if we were back in 2000. Hi, my name is Victor Bart. Welcome to Retro Machines. This video is sponsored by my long-term sponsor PCBWay. If you want your circuit board designed, realized and printed, you should check out PCBWay. Starting prices as low as $5 for a 1 or 2 layer design. I'd like to invite you to join the PCBWay 6 project design contest. Submit your project and win great prizes. Place your order now, links in the description. It's Christmas time by PCBWay, so check out the special sales page for all the special end of the year deals. The build quality of this machine is just insane. With the 4 CPUs here, and yeah, in my previous video you get a whole overview and I take all things apart. But now we're gonna focus here on the memory board and later on the network card. I have 2 gigabit Compaq adapters and I want to install one of them because this supports PCI hot plug. So I want to make a PCI hot plug demo in another video. And for the memory I have some different options. I have here some 512 gigabyte sticks, a single 1 gig stick. Here a stick, I don't know how big it is. 6 sticks of 512, 4 sticks of 1 gigabyte each, so that's also a nice option. And here I have new old stock 120 megabyte sticks, and you are thinking, yeah, 120 megabyte sticks, that doesn't add up that much. But if you have 16 memory banks, it will. Here we have the memory board, and this memory board is just insane for a Pentium 3 generation system because we have 16 memory banks, and it's now filled with 1 gigabyte of memory with 120 megabyte sticks, 100 megahertz CL2 ECC. And the nice thing about this configuration right now, it's the original configuration and they were running a mail server on it. So they never upgraded the memory or the CPUs, they only put an extra USB card in it. So what I first like to try is the 1 gigabyte sticks. So yeah, let's just upgrade this to 5 gigabyte and see what Windows 2000 thinks. So I know what this system will do if you go over 4 gigabyte of memory, because that is a limit in 32-bit systems. Let's see here. Installing DIMMs. Note: populate all 4 slots in a bank at the same time. Use Compaq certificated memory for optimal system performance. Now I need to find out if it's like 4, 4, 4, 4, or there's something different going on here. Okay, here we have some information. Bank 1, Bank 2, Bank 3, Bank 4. So Bank 1 is DIMM 1, 2, 3, 4. Bank 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, etc. Okay, I figured it out. The memory banks are 4 sticks. 4 sticks, 4 sticks, 4 sticks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I gonna now fill the 3rd bank on the system board. And this is 1 gigabyte PC 133 registered. And the brand is Offtech. Never heard of it. But yeah, let's try it out if it works. Okay, the memory is installed. It looks a little bit weird with the higher sticks and the lower sticks, but those are like double stacked, so that's why they have like a 1 gigabyte density per DIMM. We figured out what this is. Some people commented it's a bullet. So yeah, it looks like a bullet, or some things people use on OnlyFans. But let's say it's a bullet. Okay, 5 GB memory is detected, so it's now counting. All the CPUs are still detected. So yeah, probably an upgrade without any issues. Okay, let's see if Windows 2000 still will boot up. And I installed Windows 2000 data center server, because why not? So it probably will support the memory. I only hope that we don't need to use the PAE setup, because that is one big nightmare. Maybe if you only use the server hardware it will work, but if you want to install like a Sound Blaster Live in your system, then you will get issues. Okay, Windows 2000 is booted. Let's go to the task manager. The physical memory is total 3.6 GB, available 3.4, but here on the system properties 3.669 GB. Let's edit the bootband INI, so we enable PEA support for more memory. Let's see if this works. Okay, now the physical memory is 4.7 GB, so the PEA is now working. So this system supports 16 GB of memory. It would be insane to install that and have it running, but I don't have enough sticks to do that. I have these 4 that's now in. I have another set of 4, but one stick is half broken, so that is not a complete set anymore. I can fill it up with 512 GB sticks, but then I need to have everything out of the Compaq Proliant 3000, but that's not an issue. I think there are now 8 sticks in it, not sure. Then I need to pull it forward and 50 kilos, so I don't want to do that. And I have some in my Quantum 3D Alchemy systems, but I don't want to touch those. Those are more precious than this machine. Yeah, I don't gonna fill it up with the huge sticks to run it at 8 or 16 GB for now. Maybe later if I have more sticks, or if I can find like affordable sets of 1 GB sticks, then I will do it, but for now I will get less memory back in the system, and I'm gonna fill it up with the 128 megabyte sticks that I got donated by a subscriber Cater from Switzerland. So when he sent the 128 sticks, I said, oh yes, send them. And then I was thinking, okay, what can I do with 128 sticks if I have all the big sticks? But then I was thinking, for this system it already has 128 sticks in it. So this is, for this system, a good upgrade to get it up to 2 GB of memory, which is perfectly fine to run this system and play with it. So that's what we're gonna do right now. So we're gonna downgrade it again. But maybe in the future, if I can find the memory for a normal price, or get donations of course, then I might go to 16 GB just because we can. But for now 2 GB is more than enough. So what do we have here? We have Samsung memory from Korea, 120 megabytes synchronized 133 CL3 ECC, and the original sticks are 128 synchronized 100 MHz CL2 ECC. 100 MHz CL2 is around the same speed as 133 CL3. So the speed of the memory modules is almost the same. And the frontside bus of the Xeons is also only 100 MHz. And that is I think the biggest disadvantage of those xeons, the xeons are very fast, but the memory bandwidth is still 100 MHz. Let's fill all the memory banks up, so that is still maxing out the memory, but on a different method. Just maxing it out with a lot of small sticks. But I rather fill all the memory banks, so it looks cool, than I have like 4 sticks of 1 GB in this board. I think this looks better. So that looks much better, every memory bank filled. Only the new modules are a bit lower than the old modules. So it would look nicer if it were all the same height modules. But still, all the memory banks filled is just it's just amazing. Okay, 2 GB of memory detected. I think the system is crashed because also the numlock doesn't do anything. Let's go into safe mode. Okay, it's in a reboot loop, so I can put the ultimate boot CD in and just run a memory test. Okay, I got some scrambled stuff, so there's an issue with this memory set. Maybe I need to make a new plan. I removed 4 sticks from the lowest memory bank, so let's try it again. 1.5 GB memory detected, and that's a critical error occurred prior this power up. So okay, at least the ultimate boot CD works right now. So let's go to memory, mem test, and I'm gonna let this run for a while, and if it doesn't give any errors, but it reboots, so it gives an error, I think I'm gonna remove the 128 GB sticks that I added. Yeah, 1 GB detected. And the error message is gone. Okay, Windows 2000 is still working. And 1 GB of memory detected. So the extra memory caused the issues that I had. It's the next day and I have a new plan. Let's get the Proliant 3000 on my desk. Yeah, I think it's 50 kilos. And see what kind of memory is in it. I think there's a lot of memory in it if I didn't take it out. But I'm not sure. So yeah, let's get this on my desk and pull out the memory. I think I have a better idea. I will open it here on the floor and just put it back because it's just too heavy. Then I should take out all the drives and the power supplies and lift it up, but too much work. And this is only a dual Pentium 3 500 MHz. So not even quad CPU. It's full of memory. This is the most awkward position to take out the memory. And it's also full of RAID controllers. I put in 3 of them. It's full of 512 MB sticks with Compaq logo. I got the memory out of the Proliant 3000. Luckily it was completely filled up. But not only with 512 sticks. I had 6 sticks of 512 megabyte and 2 sticks of 256 megabyte. And I looked around and I found another 2 sticks of 256 megabyte. And I have already 2 sticks of 512, but they are like low profile and these are like high profile. So I have some choices to make, because I want to fill it with 4 sticks each time. And I think this will work together with this, but then you have lower DIMMs and it doesn't look that great. But then we can go to 5 GB of memory, or I do 4 512, 4 265 and 8 128, and then I have 4 GB of memory. Choices. But I also have the Proliant 3000, which I maybe want to sell, so that also needs some memory. Yeah, maybe I can put the 4 256 sticks in the Proliant 3000 or the 8 128 that don't work in this machine, if that works. And yeah, I think I best can go with all 512s to fill up the memory board, and then with the 2 lower sticks, and see how that works. Then we have 5 GB of memory. The memory board is filled, 8 128 sticks and 8 512 sticks. Only those 2 are lower, but it still looks impressive. So yeah, let's test it out. 5 GB detected. Okay, it goes in a reboot loop. That's not correct. I removed 4 512 megabyte sticks. Let's try it again. Windows is booting with 3 GB of memory now. Windows 2000 is now working with 3 GB of memory, and I think I'm gonna focus now on the network cards and forget about the memory for now. When I bought the Proliant 3000, these 2 network cards were in the system. These are Compaq gigabit adapters with 64-bit connector. And this motherboard has 5 64-bit slots. 3 are running at 33 MHz and 2 are running at 66 MHz. So here we have the dual 100 Mbit NIC. And what I want to do is install this one and one of the gigabit adapters, because this supports hot plug. So I want to make a hot plug demo and then swap this gigabit adapter for this one. So yeah, let's install the network cards and see if Windows 2000 has the drivers for the gigabit adapter. I'm not sure. For this dual 100 Mbit adapter it has the driver, so that's why I leave this in the not hot pluggable slot, just to be safe, and that I always have a working network connection if I need to. So this goes in the lower slot, and in the slot above that I'm gonna install the gigabit adapter. Let's see what happens. I think I need to use the Smart Start CD to install the network cards. Rearrange the PCI cards will improve the system performance. So yeah, let's go into the Smart Start utilities. And of course I don't need the CD because the tools are installed on the hard drive. I forget about that. The following changes has automatically made. Slot 1, the fast Ethernet NIC. Slot 2, the gigabit adapter. Board removed slot 5. PCBWay has shared open source projects. Go to the tab Shared Projects to see all the user projects that are shared. Select a category and find something you like. For example, check out this project. Blue SCSI 1.1 50 pin. Blue SCSI is an open, cheap and easy to use SD SCSI solution for vintage computers. PCBWay makes the PCB for this project and you get a component list and a written description. So if you want to make this project, go to the link in the description. New hardware found, Ethernet adapters. Only normally this wizard screen is a little bit bigger. The gigabit network card is installed, the local area connection 5. So the HP NC7131 gigabit server adapter. And the reason that it says HP here is that I had to download the drivers from the HP website made in 2006 as the Windows 2000 driver package. So it's a Compaq card, but it's the same card as the HP. So it sees other computers on the network. And a nice detail of this system is this button here. If you press it, you get a pop-up in a moment and it blinks now. Safe to remove hardware. The HP NC7131 gigabit adapter device can be safely removed from the system. And if we press it again, it probably turns it on again. We have a bonus upgrade in this video, because I found an extra power supply on eBay and it was pretty cheap. I first found one for 27 euros in the UK with 13 euros shipping, but the UK is not in the European Union again, so I was thinking maybe the UK is not the best option. And the options in Germany and Italy were more expensive. And they asked 40 euros for this one in Italy with 16 euros shipping. And I made an offer for 20 euros for this power supply. And I won it. So the power supply was 20 euros with 16 euros shipping. And that is decent to get some nice parts for this system. And when I upgrade this to the quad xeon 900 MHz, then if you want to have the official specs, you have the second power supply if you go for the high-end configuration. And right now with the 700 MHz and one power supply is the basic configuration. So yeah, let's upgrade the power supply. Installing the power supply is pretty simple. Just pull out this dummy bracket. And here we have the new power supply. And you can see that's some power supply because the handle is red and there are some status LEDs here. And on the rear we have a C14 connector, like a big ATX power connector and some communication connector and some alignment pins. And this power supply has a little dent here, but if it works I don't worry about it, because only these pins and this is used to plug in and this is just empty space in the server. I didn't expect that it would turn on when I press in the power supply. Power supply failure, power supply unplugged, or power supply fan failure in bay 2. Let's put the power only in power supply 2. Okay, the LEDs are turned on and the machine is turning on. So the power supply works. Okay, now power supply failure, power supply unplugged, or power supply fan failure in bay 1. So the same error, but now the other power supply because it's not plugged in. So the machine is upgraded and up and running, but first let's turn this machine off. It makes a lot of noise. Yeah, that's better. So the gigabit network card is installed, but I had to download the new drivers. You can run the Smart Start CD and have some drivers and utilities installed automatically. But the driver that was supplied by the Smart Start CD recognized the network card, but I didn't have a connection, so I had to update it. So I'm probably gonna put a new driver on a diskette so I can easily install it with a floppy drive. And the second power supply upgrade was the most easy thing to do, just push it in, and I'm probably gonna run it with both cables so I don't get any errors. But the memory was a little bit of an headache. I was thinking, let's fill it up with standard Compaq sticks, 128, 16 sticks and call it a day. No, that didn't work. But luckily the 1 GB sticks did work, which we used in the beginning. And it's now running with 4 extra 512 sticks with 3 GB of memory. And for this video I don't gonna fill around with it. Maybe offline I gonna see what works, and so you get an update in the next video if I did something with it, or that I just say 3 GB is more than enough, or find other memory, I don't know yet. Because in the next videos I will show you the PCI hot plug, that it actually works. I never tried it, but the tools are running and the button is working, and I have 2 gigabit NICs, so I can easily swap them around, or that we need to reboot and then the whole PCI hot plug doesn't make any sense. And I'm gonna see if I can find another 2 900 MHz Xeons, because the guy that has them can't find them. We bought 4 of them together and then we split them up, both 2 of them, and I have 2 and he has 2, but he can't find them. And I'm gonna make a video exploring the RAID controllers and the storage and see what I'm gonna do with that. So if you like to support me, you can support me monthly on Patreon and get access to my awesome Discord server, and you get a lot of pictures while I'm working on this machine. Or use my Amazon affiliated links, and thanks for watching. And a happy new year.